Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? How are we feeling? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? Let me go ahead and get myself situated, and I think I'm ready to just jump into things. We're gonna head over to a specific location in game for a meme. Give me 1 sec, and then I'll turn on. I'll say hello, give you a nice big wave, do the proper good morning. What's up, Little Flame? Happy to see you. What's up, dude? All right, okay. Good morning, beautiful PokeMMO players. How are we doing today? What's up? What's up? Been doing some good work today. Got a nice sort of dialogue piece video created this morning that I'm excited to edit, put some music over, export, and upload later on. Hopefully, I have some interesting guides, a cool guide coming around the corner. So I'm doing some pretty interesting stuff, some exciting content. This is going to be a shorter week of streams, unfortunately. Welcome to Stream Recap 224, which is crazy. Thank you for watching. How are we doing today? We're going to be jumping into some PokeMMO activities, just sort of intermediate stuff or in between stuff heading into the Christmas event. We're around 30 to 31 days away from the Christmas event within PokeMMO, most likely. Obviously, we never actually know for sure. I'm going to be doing 2 things today. A couple things, most likely. Playing PvP, number 1. I want to jump into randoms. I want to relearn the metagame and look to eventually work towards one of the free, not free, but like gift competitive Pokemon that you earn from actually playing random. So this one expires within 6 hours, and I'm curious to see what the new one is. I'm really just trying to learn the metagame a little bit, and then I'll actually jump into like trying to go for that competitive Pokemon. So I think earning those comps is one of the most fun achievements in PvP for me personally. I'll also be doing some shiny hunting today and possibly storyline progress. That one's less. I was planning on that heading in today, but some things changed, so we'll just have to see to make sure. But good morning. Other than that, just talking about possible Christmas prep, talking about what's going on in the PokeMMO community, and just discussing general things. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Good morning, good morning. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. You guys are too kind. I need a haircut desperately. Y'all are too kind to me. What's up? What's up? What's up, SAT? Heard a cough in my chair. I try to like do like a little like a I try as hard as possible to let people know that I'm hopping on here in a sec. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Slime? What's up, SAT? What's up, Salopian? What's up, Spartan? What's up, Sami? What's up, Dax? What's up, Little Flame? What's up, Tom? What's up, Proven? What's up, Shiny Hunter? What's up, Arizo? What's up, Standout? Haku, what's up? Good morning to you, dude. Fudden, good morning. Mike Jones, good morning. How you doing, dude? I'm doing really good today. Max Twoot, what's up, dude? Good morning, good morning. I saw a Blastoise I bought in the March for the like Alpha Blastoise, or which Blastoise? That's amazing, dude. Nice. Talk about a sick, investment. What's up, Fireball? Good morning to you, dude. How are we doing, fellas? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. I'm gonna jump into some PokeMMO PvP, I think. I think it's time. Fellas. I want to do a little bit of a, like, during downtime like this, during off periods of events to some extent, I really enjoy trying to do PvP arcs here and there. Now, I'm not really going to be able to do a full PvP arc. I don't know. Not quite, because I think Christmas event is too soon. Play doubles, Coward, I'll give you a team. I like randoms. Randoms is just very, like... There's enough. It's really skill-based. I like the idea of hiding information and playing things in a very specific way. I don't like to... I don't know. I just really prefer randoms. I don't know how to say... I have pretty decent RNG, so maybe that's part of it. I really enjoy also showing people randoms and showing you, hey, you don't have to have PvP mons built is so important for, like, the average player, and, like, for me as a content creator to push. Like, randoms is awesome. Advice on competition or typing. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not the person to ask. If you want team building advice for PvP, check out AFC Adino, check out Spidget. Like, there are tons of other PvP content creators that are gonna give you better answers, and I don't like speaking out of my depth, so I'd rather just divert you to someone who actually knows a lot more about what they're talking about, has a lot more experience, etc, etc. Now, I can hold my own in PvP, and I'm really proud of that fact, but I'm not, I'm not the guy to ask for team building guides, right? Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, out on the forums, that's it. Yeah, like Part said, absolutely. If you prefer a text guide, absolutely. Alrighty. Alrighty, fellas, we're jumping into our first randoms PvP game today. My plan is to relearn the metagame a little bit, learn what sets are being played, and then within around 6 hours, once the PvP reward resets, I might go for the free seasonal PvP, like the gift competitive Pokemon. If it's one that I need, we'll have to see, honestly, but it'll this expires in 6 hours, so it'll change out. So it's tough. You have to go for that gift mod within about 14 days or so. You have to play a lot of PvP games within that time period. Let's go ahead and jump into today's first game. We've got Lantern, Life Orb, Lantern, Agility, Ice Beam, Surf, Thunderbolt with Volt Absorb, staring down a Primeape. He's going to have access to U-Turn most likely, and CC, of course. I feel like I can actually tank... can I tank his CC? I think I can with my high HP pool on my Lantern. The problem is, what do? I tank his CC, and then what's my response? Not being able to one-shot him. Probably not worth it. I probably end up switching here. We have Plusle with Wish, Protect, Grass Knot, Volbeat with CB, Trick, Ice Punch, Brick Break, U-Turn. Trick Choice Band is something I'll have to really carefully use. We've got Gastrodon. I think my best switch here is going to be heading over to something like Tropius. The problem is, this team is not looking great for me. I'm going to be honest. I really like the idea of keeping my Lantern. It's a super powerful Pokemon. But I don't think I can do enough damage to this Primeape. And I'm Life Orb. I really want to get an Agility off to be able to get proper effectiveness with it. I think the problem is if I go Tropius here, I also don't have a good response / answer to the Primeape, and it's possible he has access to like a punch, like an Ice Punch. I honestly just don't have a great response here to this Primeape at all. I could go Gastrodon, but switching with the Gastrodon is not great. Like taking chip damage. I want to bring the Gastrodon in fresh. I'm honestly just not in a good position here is the main thing. I could arguably go Smeargle, live, and then get like off the Endeavor. That honestly might be like one of the better options here, but it's such an aggressive throwaway of my Smeargle. The Volbeat tanks he is going to get his defense lowered by the CB. So maybe it is worth going the Tropius. I don't like switching into a setup mon like D-Dance Tropius here and having him take chip damage. He goes for a bulk up. That could be really good for me, or could be even more terrifying. I think I always have to go for a D-Dance here to get my speed, because I'm pretty sure it'll give me enough speed to outspeed him. He has access to the Ice Punch. I'm going to be honest, this is one of those situations, and he gets a crit. This is one of those situations where I think 1 out of 10 randoms games, you just lose. Yeah, I always say, I think 1 out of 10 randoms games, you kind of just, you not always just lose, but you just have a massive disadvantage in, where like you kind of just lose. And then also 1 out of 10 random games, I do think that he's not. Okay, so I actually do get a speed increase. I don't know what to click here. Like Spiderweb, maybe? I want to Endeavor him. I want to take the hit, Endeavor after. If he just sets up against me, it's really bad is the problem. Yeah, there's the CC. I'm going to go for the Endeavor. I have to just try to kill this Primeape because this thing destroys my entire team is the biggest problem. So yeah, 1 out of 10. I think 1 out of 10 randoms games. So this is my only way to get rid of this Primeape. Thankfully, we are able to get it. Essentially. Now we have to... Do we have any priority? Do I have something faster than him? My Volbeat's faster. He dies to his Life Orb. Okay, we took care of him. Arguably, I should have just gone... Like, that's the situation once again where I just have no switch-ins, no answers to that guy. I probably go ahead and bring in my Lantern here. Or I could go CB Volbeat and go for the U-turn. That setup is also pretty nice. I'm playing from behind. I like the Volbeat. Yeah, this is a good play. I like this a lot. I could arguably go for Trick here if he goes for some sort of Spore. I think U-turn is just too good. I think I just go for the U-turn here. The question is, what is he going for here against me? I'm guessing some sort of Spore. I do a lot of damage. What do I want slept becomes the question here. Probably Gastrodon or like Plusle. I can spam Protect. I'm going to go Plusle. See what happens here. Like I was saying, Leech Life gets off a ton of damage. Wasn't expecting that into the Volbeat. Kind of a cracked play, but more power to you. I think 1 out of 10 randoms games, you're put into a situation where it's like really, really hard to win. And I think 1 out of 10, it's in a situation where it's really hard to lose. So I do think randoms is like pretty well balanced in that regard. Personally, not everybody feels like that. There's no reason to wish here. I'm on lefties. Is he also on lefties? He's on Life Orb. I don't know if the Protect super matters. I mean, it's some leftovers. I don't know if this matters. I'm going to go for the Protect to scout out, see what he's doing next. I can't believe the Leech Life. I can't believe going for Leech Life into the Volbeat. Should I just hard go back into Volbeat? Like, it's not a terrible play either. I'm going to hard switch back into the... Might be banded. I think, yeah, he probably is banded with that much damage. Yeah, 53 to Volbeat now. I think I can now kill 69. I'm pretty sure I did 87 before. What did I do with my... I did 78.6 before. Oh, he's Life Orb. We know his item. Yeah. So now I know that I guaranteed kill with U-turn. Plus, there we go. This is a beautiful position to put myself into. Trying to play this to the best of my ability. Now I'll U-turn over into the Plusle. And I can go for Wish. I can go for Protect. I can do a couple different things here. He hasn't seen my Gastrodon. That information is important. He goes into the Arbok. That's fine. This is totally fine for me. It's possible he suckers here. It's possible... I'm going to go for a Wish. I should outspeed. It's possible he has access to Coil and goes for like a setup. He's just going for the EQ. I'm happy to set up a Wish here. The problem is then what do I do, right? He's got access to EQ, which hits my... I can't bring a Lantern against this. I need something else that can... I need to be able to chip this down first. U-turn's not going to do anything to this. Ice Punch. I can hope for a Freeze. Could go Gastrodon and set up against it. I think that's my best... My best chance is probably this. My best chance is probably switch into the Gastrodon. Go for Curse setup. But once again, yeah, EQ. He crits. 2 big crits in this game. I think he kills me now after... Yeah, this is... Sometimes you just have randoms games where you can't... It's not always possible to win. That Wish puts me in the... I'm playing this to the best of my ability and giving myself the best position to be able to do so, hopefully. So we get a nice heal there from the Wish, which is massive. He crit for 67. So non-crit would still be like a lot of damage. I think I have to go for... This is actually really, really tough. I'm so much slower. I don't know if I out-heal with Recover. I'm pretty sure he does enough damage, Park. I don't think I out-heal the damage. He's doing 67 with crit. He's probably doing... I think I just have to EQ for damage. 27's a lot less than I expected. Okay, and I won. Okay, to be fair, what the fuck? I know I'm cursed plus crit. The difference of 20... Okay, that's kind of crazy. I was expecting it to do like 50% without crit. That's insane, but it did 27. Butterfree comes in. Not good for me. I think I just go for... He's gonna Quiver Dance here. I have to Waterfall to pressure him down. I have my Lantern left. I don't know if he has access to Giga Drain. Bug Buzz does not kill me. This Waterfall chip is going to be huge. Into the Life Orb chip. Super, super okay with this. Arguably, I could switch over to Volbeat here, but I think it's kind of troll. Into the Bug Buzz with Tented Lens. I feel like I just sack the Gastrodon. I'll go for a Recover just in case he clicked something weird. Like a Sleep Powder and misses. But there we go. I'm going to do this. Where he's 166 speed. He's faster than my Lantern. He's Life Orb, so we know his item. I think I go Volbeat. And then I either just go for Ice Punch or U-turn. I don't know if U-turn damage kills here. I'm not quite in Swarm range. I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch, I think. Just to make sure I KO this. As well as I could go for a Freeze if he were to switch to something else. Give him that possible Freeze chance is nice. Yeah, I don't think U-turn ever kills there. We somehow made this a 2v2 with decent play. There's definitely a thing or two I could have done better this game. Now I'm in a position... I actually probably do go Lantern here. I really want my Being able to U-turn against this is so nice. Or trick this. I want to get out of here and go over. I think having my Volbeat here reset is actually super, super nice. So I'm going to go Lantern here. He's looking for a Psychic. Get a little bit of chip damage off. 148 speed, unfortunately. I could go for an Agility, take more chip damage. I don't think I have one shot. I think I just go for Ice Beam or Surf for max damage. Do I have to go for Ice Beam for freeze is the question I have to ask myself. I could just go T-Bolt. I'm going to go T-Bolt for chip. He's going to go for the Calm Mind. That's something I was worried about. We go T-Bolt for stab plus Parachance. Only doing 23% to this. I think I just insta-switch back to Volbeat here. And hope. I'm going to try to U-turn against this. Or I could try to Choice Band. There's a couple things I could do here. He goes for the Psychic. I have to hope that he's going to keep Calm Mind setting there. There's no... Yeah, this game was... That's okay. This is a good example of, like... I think I played this game to the best of my ability. I did everything I could have. You just can't win every game in randoms. That's how it goes. It's totally okay. I could go for a freeze chance here. That's my only chance. But, nah, GG's. It was still a really close game. Yeah, tough game. That's just how once again, that's no, like... I have no shame with that. Randoms is very much a format where 1 out of 10 games, you're put in a situation where it's so hard to win. I think maybe if I just acknowledge that earlier and like go the Smeargle switch turn 1 and go for that Endeavor play immediately, I think just biting that bullet sometimes is but it's really hard to make that call in randoms. You don't want to overcommit in randoms, so you don't have to, obviously, or make too many predictions. That was a tough game, but a good one. Tough game, but a good one. I'm going to jump into another one here in 15 seconds or so. I think it's really important to show those games and show people, like, it's okay. Like, sometimes you don't need to, like, hyper analyze. It's good to analyze and VOD review and see what you could have done differently, etc., etc. But, like, sometimes it's okay to just acknowledge, like, sometimes you just acknowledge, like, that, that game was kind of unwinnable, and that's okay. And once again, 1 out of 10 games, you should, like, probably lose. And then 1 out of 10, you should probably, like, just hard win, right? And it's the other 8 that are all very, like, in your control and skill-based that you have to factor in. Sometimes you get three like, auto losses in a row. Not really auto losses. Once again, you can mitigate those, like, auto losses with, like, really insane play and, like, crazy prediction switches. Like, that's kind of what you have to do in those situations. And acknowledging that and being able to make those plays is really, really important. Focus Sash, Beedrill. Toxic Spike's lead here. This is, like, really lucky. This is a very good lead. Unless he has, like, a Rock Slider or a Ninetales or... Yeah, this is like, wow. This is like actually some of the best case scenario kind of shit for me. This is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. This is extremely, extremely lucky. Extremely, extremely lucky. I'm going to go for Toxic Spikes. I don't know if this Ledion will have Defog. It's possible it will. He probably goes for a U-turn. We're also getting matched against a bunch of higher ranked players where I'm still at around 500 or so. This Beedrill lead is really, really, really good for me. It's kind of aggressive. Like, it's possible he has, like, a grounded poison switch, like a Swalot or something, to just sort of just totally counter my opening. So it's still possible based on certain... Let me use this time where he's taking his first move to actually go check what I have. I have access... This is actually an insane... This is how you know... what's it called? Setup stuff or hazards are so insane in randoms. Having access to Toxic Spikes, and Stealth Rocks on one team is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So he has a Levitate Weezing, I'm assuming. Yes. So this Weezing actually can't pick up these Toxic Spikes. So I think I'd go ahead and go for another layer. I always go for 2 layers. I'm pretty sure 2 layers is the max of Tox Spikes. He's gonna go for 56% damage Flamethrower here. There's 2 things I could do here. Slowbro is gonna hard counter this guy. I could just go ahead and do that. I could set up Tailwind. There's a few things. Slowbro is kind of gonna go bonkers here. I could Endeavor for decent damage. There's a lot of things I could do here. A lot of things on the Beedrill. I could just also hard switch over to Slowbro, which is, like, quite good. I feel like that's what I might do. I feel like it's just quite good. I think 3 layers of Spikes is max, but 2 for Toxic Spikes, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, I'm no PvP expert. I think I just go over to the Slowbro, but I'm trying to... I think it's such a hard counter. I don't need to sack my Beedrill here. It's 182 speed, which is kind of significant. There we go. Yeah, it's like 3 for Spikes, 2 for... He makes a counter switch predicting maybe he was just... That was a pretty crazy play. Maybe he was just trying to clear the Toxic Bites, which, I mean, fair enough. He did it in a fantastic way. This thing could be Q-Dance, which is kind of scary. I probably want to get... Well, I can either Calm Mind here or go for the Psychic. I think one Calm Mind first. He's probably going for a Bug Buzz here. I could also just switch out. So he did have the Grounded Poison type, unfortunately, to counter my start, which is once again unfortunate. But what are you going to do? You can head over to Fortress, which tanks most of this, what this has, but it's kind of a defensive wall. This thing with special defense attacks, even if they're not very effective. This Slowbro is really powerful, so I don't want to waste it. He could be like Banded U-Turn Dustox. This Dustox can have some really dumb builds. He is Quiver Dance, unfortunately, which is the better, much better Dustox build that I don't even see very often. So man rolled the best Dustox build. I'm gonna go for Psychic here. I might just lose. Well, I might just be dead. I'm gonna be honest. We do 53%. I think I can pressure enough. I don't know if he's gonna be Q-Dance Roost. He's Black Sludge as well. I just keep pressuring now. If he's Q-Dance Roost, I'm gonna be in a really, really rough situation. We crit and win here. Yeah, if we just crit, we're fine. If we just crit and win, we're fine. True and real. We have Aqua Jet on the Dewdong, which is a physical priority move, something to super consider against this Dustox. We have Mach Punch on the Hitmonchan, which is going to do too much damage, but it is a physical. It is a physical move against this Tox. He's probably one-shotting me in return here with a Bug Buzz. He's taking 46.9. If he goes for... I'm trying to think if he goes for a Roost here. Is he just going to try to sweep? I think I go for a Calm Mind here, but I'm scared if he does have the... Okay, so going for the Calm Mind here on the Roost is right, so that now I can actually two-shot him again. Perfect. So this pressures him in a way. Okay, nice. That's really good. I don't think he one-shots me any... I'm pretty sure he can't one-shot me here. I could be wrong. Now I go for the Psychic Pressure. Go for another Q-Dance, of course. I need to be able to do, like, around 50%-ish. I do 46.9 again. But this honestly is fine. He's healing with Black Sludge. I mean, now I go for a Calm Mind into his Roost again. I think we're fine. If he has something like Giga Drain, I mean, that's where it kind of gets scary. I'm going to be honest. That's where it kind of gets scary. I'm trying to think of a Calm Mind here. If we just like turbo setup against his turbo setup, I think we actually can win, but I could be trolling. What if we just turbo setup against his turbo setup? I'm doing a lot of damage still, even though he's very, very high, especially defensively bulked. I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind here. He's doing a +6. I think I win. I think I win the turbo setup wars, but I could be mistaken. If he dies, he auto loses. Nothing is breaking this Slowbro. Yeah, we'll have to see. I think I just go for one more Calm Mind here. Being slower is a big disadvantage. He goes for a Bug Buzz doing 48%. I go for my final Calm Mind. I'm kind of in a bad position here. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have lost. I probably should have attacked there. I don't know if it mattered. Then he's gonna be faster, get an attack off. I have to slack off. And I heal minimally. This is literally going to come down to who crits first. And I've thrown off more attacks. So I've given myself the higher chance. But as soon as I stop healing, if he crits, I'm just dead. He's doing 50% exactly. I heal there 50%. I'm not even healing at a gain there because I think high rolled. Oh, it's so unfortunate. This is a super... I heal a little because of leftovers. I need him to not crit for a little bit, and then I need to crit. I think this is the only way. I think this is the main way. This is like the only way I could ever... This is really, really tough. I need to be able to live 2 attacks from him, which requires me to be... I think I'm gonna suck off... Don't crit. One more time. 51 on the... Man, he's high rolling the Bug Buzzes. We heal back for 50 and get a little lefties. I'm trying to think if he, like... High rolls in... So if he goes 45 into 51... I think I can Psychic here. If he rolls 50... And then... If he double rolls 50... I mean, what are you gonna do? think I have to, or do I slack off? I either slack off one more turn or just Psychic here. I have to really think this through. I'm going to slack one more time. He does a low roll at 46. That's good for me. Okay. I think I slack one more time. I have to dodge one more crit. And now I'm going to attack and crit him on the first attack. True and real. That would be the real outskill matchup. Let's see what this looks like. Either of us critting wins. It's a 1 in 16 chance, I believe, for crit. So now I go for my Psychics. Him being faster makes this super awkward. Bug Buzz does 51 to me. A lot of damage. I do 75 with my Psychic. Huge. Absolutely massive. Now, who will... Okay, and now I'm at 52, so he can't kill me. I go for Psychic here every single time. Is he gonna... Now I think I win. Now I think I actually... I do way more damage with the attack. With 70%-ish. He could go for a Roost here. And maybe live. It's possible I can get a high roll and still kill him. If I crit, I kill him. He's in a really tough position. I think he probably should just Bug Buzz, get Chip, and then try to bring in something with priority and kill me. But if he only has the Dust Ox, the beast has been taken down, boys. Whew. If he only has Sucker Punch, well, I guess he can just U-turn me here with this Ledian, right? I mean, I just always click slack off here, hoping he can't do 12.3. He does 12.3. That's okay. There, like, I could arguably switch there to like the Flame Body Magmar. It's kind of a gamer play, but like, it just an off chance. I'm kind of here for the Slowbro living, just in some weird, crazy chance. So he lost, but it's a big deal. He lost his grounded poison type. He did lose his grounded poison type. So now I can head over to the Beedrill. Or if he brings in Seeking here like this, I think I just go Fortress. And now I set up Stealth Rocks with Fortress for free. Screw the Toxic Spikes for a quick sec. There's no way this thing is Swords Dance. Something unhinged, right? There's surely... He probably switches to Weezing here to get back to his Flamethrower Pokemon. The biggest problem my team has is that it doesn't answer his Flamethrower Pokemon at... Like, it does not answer Weezing very well at all, unfortunately. My team kind of does get boned by the Weezing. So I'll have to be careful. I have to position my Magmar in a way to get off a Psychic or something against it. That'll be the hardest, or like an Endeavor. That'll be the hardest part of this fight. We have a lot more well, equal-ish information. No, I have one more Pokemon of information. He has seen Beedrill, Fortress, Slowbro from me. Magmar, Chan, and Dewgong are hidden. He goes into the Camerupt, into a Fire-type Mon. Yep. We get off our free Stealth Rocks, and now I switch out to something else. The scary thing is if he's Eruption, but I mean, if he's Eruption, then he's Eruption. I kind of want to keep Magmar healthy. I don't have a good play here, unfortunately. I probably go Dewgong and just go for like an Aqua Jet / Surf after tanking one attack. But it's going to do neutral damage to me. It's going to be Stab. Hitmonchan is special defensively. I could try to go Hitmonchan here. It's always more defensive in that way than I expect. Maybe I do go Hitmonchan. I don't see Hitmonchan doing a whole lot else against his team. I'm actually fine going Hitmonchan here. He does have Eruption, and he goes for it. Yep. Literally one-shotting my Chan still, even with the special defense bulk. That's kind of what I was expecting. He was also Fire Gem. I don't know if he's Scarfed. No, he was Fire Gem, so we know his item. Okay. Don't be silly. Don't throw. Now I just go Dewgong. I'm faster. I can go for the Surf. Now it's pretty safe. So we're gonna go for the Surf. He shouldn't have any priority. He probably goes Seeking. The better play... Ooh, I could have, like, totally metagamed him and, like, switched. It's just too risky. The problem is I can't double switch into, like, Fortress or Beedrill. It's just too risky, because if he stays in and clicks Eruption, I just insta-lose on the spot. Even it's just too risky. There's no reason to make that play. He goes into a Gorabyss in the back. Still takes 20% from it, plus Stealth Rock chip now, which is super nice. I don't think this thing has access to T-Bolt. I kind of just want to stay in against this and go for a Toxic, and then maybe go over to my Fortress, or just hard go Fortress here. I kind of do need my Dugong to actually counter his Camerupt. So I'm just going to hard go Fortress here. If he double switches here, he's gaming. I need to like respect him for that. He goes for an HP. It's HP Electric. It's possible it's HP Electric or Grass. Life Orb Chip. I'm then going to go for... I could double switch here if I'm gaming over to my Dugong. I think I make that play. Let's see. Let's see if he just stays in and does something or like what happens. Unfortunately, he just stays in and goes for an attack. Fair enough. I could go for a Toxic here. I'm going to go for a Toxic then. If he goes Wheezing, sure. I'm going to do this play. Goes for an HP, 37%. That's still like not that much damage. I'm still mostly fine. Am I lefties? I mean, I am lefties, I assume. Okay, perfect. Am I faster than this? I'm faster. It hasn't set up rain or anything. I do 20%. I know with Surf. Which do I want chip on less? I think I just go Fortress. Like, Fortress is just getting me... Yeah, I think I just go Fortress now and try to set up, like, spikes. Or could go for an Explosion at some point here soon. He's doing 33. I think this thing outspeeds and two-shots me, though, unfortunately. And that's not great, honestly. I don't love that switch for me, then, with that in mind. Do I want to go for the Spites or the Explosion? I think I should go for the Explosion here. If I live something cool. No, I get taken out, so... That was tough. Just a tough game once again. Back-to-back really tough random games. Like, both of these I'm kind of fighting from a disadvantage. Do I bring in the Magmar now while it's healthy and show it informationally? That's the only problem. Does he go Wheezing here? He probably goes Camerupt here. What else would he go? Seeking or Camerupt would be my guess. This is actually really tough. Well, if he goes either... Actually, I just go Beedrill then. Because Beedrill is going to... Goes Ledian, actually. Wow, okay. That's fine. I guess because of U-turn. Probably should have thought about that a little bit more. The one Mon that outspeeds me. Oh, man. If he's going for U-turn... I think I just set up Toxic Spikes. Because I don't think he's actually going to be able to kill me. He has the Fog on the Ledian. Oof. What, grounded Toxic, grounded Poison type, plus the Fog. A little rough here. A little rough. Am I in Swarm range? Not quite. I am not. I'm going to go for... Man, I'm gonna go for Tailwind here, actually. He goes for his own counter Tailwind. What is happening this game? Holy. I wish you could, like, emote and be like, wow, that's insane. What? Holy crap. Okay. He's gonna be faster. I'm gonna assume he's going to attack me. I'm gonna go for a Scissor, an X-Scissor. Yeah. So he's gonna U-turn me, put me in Swarm range. I'll get a boosted attack here against, which I don't think will do much damage, to be fair. 22. I mean, I'll take the chip, I guess. It's not a grounded poison type, but does have Levitate, so it can dodge me. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Endeavor here. Getting the damage off against this Wheezing is going to be super relevant. Our speeds are essentially the same. We both set up Tailwind at the same time. I think this is a fine position to Endeavor and sack my Beedrill. And then go into Magmar healthily. Beautiful. So I still have a turn or two of Tailwind. I'm trying to think if I ever don't just go Dugong here, though. And then Surf. Psychic... Well, Psychic hits, like, everything for neutral. And I'm actually... This is actually really tough. I think Magmar, because I think Magmar just, like, handles everything right now. Magmar just hits and deals with everything. But I'd rather go this. The only downside is if he goes like Letty. But if he goes Letty, it's fine. I mean, I can just respond with something. This is turn 33. This is a tough game. It's an 18-minuter. It's been a long one. It's been a tough fight. Oh yeah, I don't know what. No, you're totally right. That is a good call. I don't know. I was thinking Swarm was like you're totally right. I was thinking Swarm was like the starter abilities, but it just ups bug moves no matter what. No, I'm sorry. No. It says in a pinch. No, I'm sorry. I'm listening to chat. No, you're wrong. No, Swarm ups bug moves based on your HP. You have to be below a certain HP, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Let me go ahead and so he does outspeed me here, which really sucks. He probably goes for a defog. Do I Fire Blast here or just... I think I just... Oh. Do I risk the miss? Do I do enough damage with the T-Punch? I don't know if I do. I think I have to risk the miss and go for the Fire Blast. I think if I don't think I miss. I don't think T-Punch does enough damage. That's unfortunate. What are you going to do? I don't think T-Punch does enough damage. He gets rid of the... I could be wrong, though. He gets rid of the... I'm also not showing him my Thunder Punch, which makes him more comfortable bringing in Seeking. The problem is now he has Eruption Camera Up set up with Tailwind. I can go for Mach Punch here. I feel like it's my best option. Eruption's just going to kill my Dugong. There's no way. I think my only option here is to go for Mach Punch. Do a little bit of chip. Try to weaken his... Goes for Earth Power instead of the Eruption with the Tailwind. Does he think he's not faster than me? I don't know what happened there. I'm going to go for Psychic now, assuming that I'm faster. But he's faster. I don't know why he didn't go for the... I guess Eruption... I guess I'm Fire type. I don't know what I'm thinking. Never mind. Damn, really close game. Really close game. I feel like this was, once again, 2 disadvantaged games. I feel like I did the best I could. But, they were close. I think I lose here 100%. I'm trying to think if I ever just Aqua Jet here. Is his Tailwind gone? His Tailwind's out, so I just Surf here. We do one to the camera up. The only way I think I could win is if I, like, Ice Beam Freeze. Like, I don't think the crit mattered there. I think he just dies. I am lefties. I mean, it's possible I win this exchange. It's not totally over. It's not totally over. Do I ever just go for Toxic? I don't think I do enough damage with Toxic over time. I think I have to go for Ice Beam Freezes. I don't know what he has in return. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam Freezes. I feel like it's the only way, but we'll have to see if that's a throw. Goes for Mega Horn and misses. If that's his best attack against me, I'm gonna go for the Toxic because our damage might be more minimal than I expect. This might be weirdly winnable. Mega Horn does 41. If he misses enough Mega Horns, I can win. This Leftovers heal is gonna put me out of range. Okay. I think it's actually crazily winnable. I don't know if the Surf damage is gonna matter. It's 10% chance to freeze. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. Once again, the Ice Beam free. I can't freeze. He's poisoned. I'm trolling. Oh, I'm trolling. Oh, I should have gone for Surf. I don't think it'll matter. Surf does 20%. It might have mattered. Oh my goodness. If I went for double Surf. No, it does 16. No, they do the same amount of damage, actually. I'm sorry. Ice Beam does 15.7. Nah, I need him to miss another Mega Horn. Maybe I should have Toxic earlier. Really close games. I think both were at disadvantage. Really close games. I'm pretty happy with how I played those. There were a lot of things that could have been cleaned up, but definitely not bad randoms that hopefully can show you what it looks like and how to play disadvantage and etc. etc. You don't always win. That's how it goes. I had a lot of fun though, dude. All right. Let me double check what was happening. Ladybug, then U-turns, yup. Will D tip saying, hey, do this thing, and then saying, bruh, and then someone politely saying, don't backseat, and then him saying, I'm top 100, and then saying, not backseating, bro. Dude, you're permabanned for you were backseating. Just own it. There is no, just own it, dude. There's a massive victimhood, like, cycle in the world right now. Be the one to break it. Don't, like, if you're backseating and someone say, hey, here's what I'm backseating, just be like, oh, my bad, I didn't know. You know, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Don't be like, oh, no, I wasn't backseating and, like, cope, you know? All times. It's so easy. Dude, it's so easy to, yeah. Because I wish Disco C... No, dude. I wish it told you. Like, why wouldn't it tell you, like, in the ability? Like, oh, Swarm activates when at 20% or lower HP. Like, no, you're totally good. I super get it. I had to think about it for a sec as well, dude. Dude, good luck to you, El Troyer. 131k dry is so brutal. It's so brutal, dude. I really enjoy randoms PvP every so often. Like, that was a ton of fun. That was a ton of fun. It's also just so refreshing. Like, if you're someone who doesn't play, I always feel like if you're someone who plays a ton of PvP, it gets really stressful and painful even. But if you're someone who doesn't play that much PvP, it's like really refreshing, you know, and fun. And once let me get this. I think we learned a lot, and that was the goal of those 2 games. It's crazy how long games take though. That was like the first 50 minutes of the stream. That's kind of insane actually. That's actually wild. That's so crazy. Hey, I'm new to Pokemon. I saw your YouTube video about getting Cranidos. I was curious, did you first hatch the eggs, then revive them with skull fossils? First hatch the eggs and then revive them with? You don't like revive the like, so like there's 2 ways to hunt Cranidos. You either just buy fossils off the GTL and revive them, or you like breed Cranidoses over and over and over again. So I did a mixture of both. If I would say nowadays, if you're hunting for like a fossil shiny, I would just do fossils. Like, it's way more money efficient and stuff. I really appreciate you, by the way, April. You handled that situation super well. I appreciate you being so respectful. And I'm sorry for whenever people aren't respectful back to my mods. I'm sorry. You guys do great work. So yeah, you don't have to do both. It's more of like no, dude, that was a great question. Good luck to you, dude. It's a really long hunt and expensive hunt. It's gotten a lot faster over the years, which is nice. Thanks for the sub, Furnace. What's up, dude? Okay. So our little PvP arc done with. Dude, what is this? It's fucking Trollio. I want to thank you for all the amazing helpful videos you post. A lot of people are sure that's the only way we can show the support. Dude, I really appreciate it. And you really don't have to not because I wanted prizes, I wanted to hang out and have some fun. This is super wholesome. I really appreciate this, dude. And I always try to put donations like this towards things like fashion contests, towards prizes, or towards like content I can do for the channel, like making certain guides. I really appreciate it, dude. Thanks so much, man. It's super not needed. All right. So I think I want to go do some shiny hunting today. All right, we got some randoms PvP games under our belts. I went 0-2 today, which is unfortunate, but really tough games, really tight games. I feel like I actually played quite well. Not perfect by any means. Always ways to moves to improve and things I should have done at different times based on percentages. And you got to just learn. Like I always tell people, don't feel bad if you like haven't played PvP in a long time or are trying to get into PvP. It's total. If you go like 0-10, like you gotta just lose games because you have to learn, right? So just relearning the numbers, learning what sets things have in randoms, for example. You got to do it. You got to bite the bullet. You got to just learn. So I'm totally okay. I think I learned a lot in those 2 losses, like more than I would have if I had wins, right? So pretty happy with it. We're gonna do some shiny hunting over in Johto, just casually heading over to Sandslash, one of my favorite shunts in all of PokeMMO. My first shiny I ever got in Pokemon was a shiny Sandslash in Pokemon Black and White 1, and I Masuda method bred for it specifically. So I would love to hopefully see that Sandslash, that red little hedgehog, pop up today, hopefully. Honeytree hunts are really tough. I don't know if anyone's ran the numbers well enough to actually know if like honeytrees are efficient or not. They're actually like, they're just really, I don't know what to say about that. They're just actually really, really tough, you know? I'm underprepared for the Xmas event. Is it worth to sell my mysterious great balls? I think right now it's like a really bad time to sell them is the only problem. I don't know. It's up to you, obviously. Well, actually, I'm sorry. They're at a better price than I expected. There's no wrong answer. Like that's really up to you. It's if you think like the return on investments of upcoming stuff will be higher than the great balls. That's the question you have to answer. And I don't know the answer to that, right? In a pinch, 100%. I think you nailed this, Melly. In a pinch is such a misleading phrase. Pinch berries like Patea will activate at 1/4, but Swarm and Torrent, etc. will activate at 1/3. I never even know like the number off the top of my head of which one it. Yeah, I always assume like 25% or whatever. You're totally, yeah. It's tough, dude. My stream is muted. Wait, wait, that's actually funny. Oh, I should egg hunt for Sandslash here. Oh yeah, true. Sending out Moltres worth keeping? I would expect no, but I could be wrong. I don't know what my moveset is. Like maybe to have it be contained. Usually just wouldn't want Sunny Day on a, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I played 2 games. We lost both, Spidget, but I feel like Spidget, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you would have been proud. I feel like I actually played like pretty decent. There were definitely a bunch of misplays, obviously, like at least 2 or 3 each game, probably. that I could have been a little bit better, but it's tough to tell. I feel like I played pretty well. I lost both games. I feel like I played pretty well. I'm pretty happy with those games. And I learned a lot. And I had to like relearn the randoms. You have to just relearn the meta, you know, and relearn like the sets and stuff and the numbers. I should have. So in the Dewgong versus Seeking matchup, I definitely should have Toxic first. And I just didn't know the damage rolls. And I should have expected. I didn't know how much damage Seeking was going to do with his Mega Horn. I was expecting like 60% or so, like 40, but it was doing 40. And then there was the other one. There was the in game one. In game one, I should have switched to my Spear immediately. I acknowledged very early on, like, hey, this Primeape is gonna fuck my whole team. I literally like lose this Primeape, and I should have switched to my Focus Sash, Endeavor, Smeargle, like first things first, instead of even trying to answer it with another, like playing it quote unquote safe, because I just died. So I should have just gone to that immediately. So there was definitely, those are like the two big misplays I can think of in both games. In the first game, I misplayed the first turn, and then in the second game, I misplayed the last turn, which is kind of ironic, but there you go. Or the last fight or whatever. I think if I Toxic that Seeking earlier, I think I actually win off that one Mega Horn miss. That's okay. I'm supposed to get it, but that's, I don't know. It's actually like insane. It's actually crazy that both of those games were even winnable, because I was like such a disadvantage based on teams, I feel like, and I was placing against high ranked players. They both all played great. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy with those PvP games, honestly. Okay, let's get our stuff ready to go. Shiny hunt though. I was saying earlier, I don't know how you feel about this. I feel this way with other games as well. Spidget, I feel like I totally get it. Yo, what's up, Shut Hut? Love you, dude. Thanks for the 2 months. That is so kind of you. You've been awesome. I loved you in chat, by the way, Shut Hut. Sorry to glaze you a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. Should have backseated you more. True. Yeah, some guy did. That's the biggest problem with streaming PvP is the backseating, but I try to just not read chat as much, which I feel bad about, but I think it's better. Like someone came in and was like, yeah, I'm top. They told me to tailwind after I had already tailwinded. One sec. And then said they were top 100 and that's why it was a good suggestion. They were told, oh, please don't backseat. Like, we really, really appreciate the help, but please don't backseat. And they were like, I'm top 100 as a response. One of the cringiest things. Yeah. No, dude, that was a great question. No, Serial. It was great. Yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know. So I'm checking Discord. One sec. If I could probably read this out loud, right? I want to clarify something. I'm using my MiPad Pro 5G version. It has a built-in dual app feature that can also run Pokemon other game on the social media. I want to ask you, legally use the feature on Pokemon as built-in and no third-party installation here. I'm also adding a screenshot here so I can see and tell the information. I don't know if I understand the question. Unfortunately, I'm on load. Can also run Pokemon another game. I want to ask you, legally use feature Pokemon as it is built in and no third-party installation is there. I don't know if I understand the question, I'm going to be honest. Dual apps. I don't know if I understand what's happening here. It's game day. Yes, I'm so excited. I haven't even talked about this in the stream recap at all. Okay, so here I might start leading up until the Christmas event. I apologize if you don't enjoy this. I might be including a little bit more of my personality, a little bit more of non-PokeMMO stuff, because there's like, I'm gonna be honest, there's not a whole lot going on right now in PokeMMO. And all the prep work, like there's so many events where it's like, okay, Halloween events coming up, get a Chandelure, get a Typhlosion, a Crocodile, that will almost guaranteed be good, get this, get that, blah blah blah. For Christmas, it's like, I have no idea what's happening this year. It literally could be anything. Like, we just have no idea at all, like no leads. So like, I feel like it's more fun to just do a little different stuff. So I'm excited. The point is, I'm so excited for the Ravens game tonight. Hopefully we have a good game against the Chargers, right? Not the biggest, sports expert, but I enjoy watching my Ravens game every week. That's what I can say. Yes, I heard the, what's it? Is it? I don't know. I don't want to say his name right. I know his name's Saquon, right? Went for like 255 yards. Saquon Barkley. That's fucking, I need to watch the highlights. I really just watched my beautiful Ravens that I love very much, but that's unhinged. It's so crazy. It's off season. Yeah, it's off season. Time to talk about football. A football watch party. Wait, are they gonna show? Wait, we might be able to do that. So sometimes, oh shit, Sometimes, wait, if the Ravens game tonight is on Twitch, watch for me in chat, okay? Sometimes, wait, that's really funny. Wait, that's really funny, Selling Loaves. You said we need a Pat football watch party. So sometimes, if it's like a Monday Night Football, sometimes they show it on like Twitch. Like they'll do like you can watch football games on Twitch, which is hilarious. The idea of watching sports with Twitch chat on the side, very funny meme. But if the Ravens game is ever on Twitch, keep an eye out. I will be spamming Twitch chat, okay? I'll try keep an eye out for Patrouski. Keep an eye out for the name. What's the channel? It's under like, I can go check it. That is so funny that you brought that up. It's like Monday Night Football or something. Monday Prime Video. I don't fucking know, bro. Do they have a scheduled stream or anything? Prime Video. Will Ravens game be on Twitch? NFL official channel of the NFL. Let me go check. Prime Sports. I don't know what it's called. I follow the channel. Oh man, I don't know what it's called. Thursday is the Amazon games. Ah, gotcha. There was a week. Gotcha. It's only Thursday football games. Gotcha. Amazon owns Thursday Night Football. Gotcha. Okay, so if the Ravens play on Thursday again this season, check me out. That's okay. Good call, chat. Good call. Good call. I appreciate that a lot, chat. Okay. Thank you. We got it figured out. Okay. Let's go. It's shiny hunting time, boys. It is shiny hunting time, okay? Let's figure this out. Let me just throw everything in. I need to reorganize all of this. Let me go grab my sweet scent. I'm gonna grab a Hoppip for sweet scent Pokemon. Throw this feel in here. We'll grab Silky, Breloom. Yeah, Olive, perfect. We'll grab Adamant. Synchronized Pokemon. Beautiful. A damp Pokemon. All my mons are here. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Let's go do some shiny hunting, fellas. Okay. Alrighty. Give me one sec. Let me, I do want to try to test, I think. All right, on top of my shiny hunting, I'm also going to go ahead and try to test how many encounters I can get within 1 hour, okay? I haven't tested this post like string standardization change, so I do want to see the rates and see if it's slower at all. I'm going to go ahead and get up a notepad document and write that the start encounters are 6,875, and we'll do end encounters, and then I will have my 1 hour phone timer over on the side. So I'll see you guys within 1 hour. I am going to be running back and forth just sort of right here at this location. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right now. I'll see you guys in 1 hour and see how many encounters we can get post strings without. So I don't have any strings installed. This is just like instant speed up texting game. And then I might even install the newest strings, and we'll see if it's any faster. And it might be. We'll have to just see. Great question. That's a wholesome question, Kenji. We are watching Romeo again. The fan favorite on stream, the blanket eater himself. We'll be watching Romeo again. I think starting on the 4th. The fluffy boy. I could do that, Nick. Honestly, not a bad idea. Kind of a smart idea. I already started my timer though. I'm just gonna commit. But it's not. That would have been fun, Nick. You're kind of not wrong. That would have been more fun. Ravens versus Eagles next week. That'll be a fun game. I have no beef with Eagles or any Philly sports fans. I try to stand up for Philly sports fans. Obviously, they can be a little unhinged. I feel like 9 out of 10 Philly sports fans are just passionate. Actually in like an okay, like it's a lot, but it's not like too much in my opinion. But I feel like 1 out of 10 are unhinged. I think 1 out of 10 Philly sports fans are just aggressive for like no reason. Like I always say, like, I bring up this story all the time, but I was talking to one of my wife's friends' boyfriends at like a party, and I had met this guy like twice, right? And we were talking and I was like, oh dude, you're an Eagles fan, that's so fucking cool. I loved when you guys like took back Michael Vick after he reformed and like gave him a second chance and he did super well. I loved when you guys had like Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook, Donovan McNabb. Like I loved seeing Deshaun Jackson. Like you guys have had like a really fucking cool team over the years with a ton of different, like, I feel like the Eagles organization is like super unique and like super prideful and interesting. And then his response to all of that was, oh yeah, Lamar can't throw. And then I literally just like fucking gasped and had to walk away so I didn't fucking fight this guy. I was so mad. Holy fuck. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, that's 1 out of 10 Philly fans are just like unreasonably hateful and aggressive, but 9 out of 10 are just like passionate, okay? And that's, I can respect that. Moveset on Spinna for alphas. This is a great question. This is a great question. Moveset on Spinna for alphas, obviously other than skill swap. So for people who don't know, you can use hidden ability or alpha Spinda to help catch your other alphas, essentially skill swapping the contrary ability onto them. So instead of when you fail like a Pokeball catch or whatever, their stats go up. Contrary will make it go down. So you can like lower their stats to like -3 or whatever, make it much easier to catch them. So I personally do skill swap, hypnosis, swagger, and then like superpower, or yeah. So that moveset specifically, right? Or like CC or whatever. So superpower / CC is an option if you're against like a Braviary or a Pokemon that like something that can, if you're against a Mon that's gonna be spamming close combat, you don't want to skill swap contrary on it because that's gonna be like impossible to catch and like really difficult to fight, etc., etc. Because those drops from those attacks will actually be raises, right? So you might want to keep that for yourself to get really tanky or whatever, right? And then hypnosis, obviously, as a backup option to put it to sleep. It's not great accuracy, but it's just something. Skill swap's the main thing. And then swagger to minus their attack by 2 after you skill swap, and then also confuse them, which is super good. That's what I do. That was a great question. There actually are some specific things. Oh, I see what you're saying now, Acerone. I'm gonna be on. I'm a little. I could be wrong, Acerone. I'm a little skeptical of this. I feel like the way you asked this question, if I was Rach and I was reading this question, I would be reading it as you want to play PokeMMO and have like a social media app on the side. To me, it's not clear that you're asking if you can dual like run PokeMMO, and I could be wrong. That's not how I. That's not how I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't have perceived it like that, and I didn't, right? Before I even knew what you were talking about. I could, maybe it is fine, and I could be wrong. Like I didn't even perceive it like that. So maybe I'm wrong, you know. That honestly is very, yeah, that's very possible / makes sense, Vincer. It's just good to, I want to test. It's always good to test. Did you see the Thanksgiving vanities in the gift shop? No! What? I've heard anybody talk about that. Wait, sick! Wait, good eye, Little Flame. Thank you. Wait, that's very, it's not like that important, but it's cute. I like it, dude. It's cool to see when things like that are updated. So yeah, usually they'll pop up over here as well, but like if they're over here, it means they're like really fresh, right? So there it is. The turkey hood, the turkey hat are now in the gift shop for a few days. There's no Thanksgiving event, but they always bring back these like seasonal vanities like that. So good eye, dude. Thanks for that. Thanks for that shout out. I don't believe so, Matthias. I think the donator buff specifically says money from trainers. Yeah. So I don't think that applies for payday at all. The turkey hood, they're fun, dude. Never someone Thanksgiving. It's an American thing, right? Yeah. It's really just an excuse to eat a bunch of food. That's I don't think anybody, and like be thankful. I don't think anybody looks back at like the origin of Thanksgiving and like relates it to like, I think it's really just like hey, let's appreciate, let's a nice day to be thankful and appreciative and eat food and like be thankful that we have that food, right? Apply to gym leaders? Yes. I would assume. I could be wrong. I'm like 90% sure it does apply to gym leaders, MC boy. It's a 5%. Little, you know, it's a little bit of a thing, but yeah. Where's National Crumpet Day, Vanities? Crumpets? Okay, what are crumpets? Are they like biscuits? I have to check. What is a crumpet? What's considered a crumpet? Oh, I remember. Crumpets are English muffins. Okay, English muffins are fucking bomb. So I'm down for a crumpet day. That's fine with me. We call them English muffins. I kind of, once again, God, I hate giving British W's, but I feel like we should just, calling them English muffins is kind of dumb. I feel like we should probably just call them crumpets. I feel like it's just confusing. Why like rename it like, oh yeah, this is their version of muffins. No, they're just a different thing. It's just called, like, just name them, just keep them crumpets. I hate to acknowledge that the British are actually correct on something, but I like to speak the truth, okay? I must be fair about it. Yeah, that's fair, Rizzo. Thanksgiving is just giftless Christmas. Fuck, dude. I like it. Some American one random day at the end of November said, let's eat today and say thank you. Yeah, based. That's all you need, dude, sometimes. Hell yeah. Is the Xmas event more profitable than hell? We have no idea. We just have no idea what it's going to entail. Because I was in doubt, that he understood the phrase or not. That's why I asked you. Got it. That's what I was asked because I was in doubt also that he understood the phrase or not. That's why I asked. Cool. Gotcha. We care about, yeah, that's kind of wholesome. We just, there you go. We just, we put respect to the countries that invented those things. I think that's very respectful of Americans. True and real, Xerix. Based. French fries. I don't even know if... Okay, that's one I can meme on the... Finally, the way to... A reason to meme on the British. Calling French fries chips is unhinged. Why? It's just it doesn't make any sense. Chips sounds like something that should be, like, crunchy. So the problem is... So, Giuseppe, the problem is... This year's Christmas event will be totally... We just have no... It's not going to be similar to last year's. It's not. And I've explained this a bunch of times. The reason why this... Yeah, okay. I'll do a clip out of this. For those who don't know, I'm getting some questions. For those who don't know why this Christmas event is so unpredictable / will be so different is because of two major things. Number one is that for a long time, the go-to Christmas event was doing Twist Mountain and giving out Elfbot vanities. Now, we've done all the Elfbots. The Elfbot stuff is over. It's done with. We're out of them. We've done all the typings, right? So last year, they ditched the Elfbot. They ditched Twist Mountain for the very first time. And they essentially gave us what was known as like an IOU vanity. Now, so they ditched Elfbots. Elfbots are done. But then last year, they didn't really have an event ready either. So what happened was, because they were busy working with Johto, they were so busy and so like, they were pushed towards getting Johto out prior to the holiday season. Last year's holiday events were kind of probably the worst in Pokemon history, but it was also expected and also okay because there was so much other amazing content that came out that year. It's a small dev team. You gotta be understanding to some extent. It made sense in my opinion. So we got us an IOU Christmas event that gave us the wish. That was the wishing stone, right? People forget that was the holiday boost. That was the wishing stone. It was essentially, hey, we fucked up. We don't really have an event ready. Here's a 20% boost for shiny hunting. And then here's an item that we'll use later on, right? It doesn't even have a use yet, but here you go. That's what happened. So this year is the first year I'm guessing, we could be wrong on the guess as well. Maybe they will go back to Elfbots. Maybe they will go back to previous years. I don't know, right? But I think that this year is going to be I think it's going to be different. I think it's going to be like a new thing. I could be totally wrong. I just don't know. I don't know what we have to expect. For those reasons, I don't think we have anything that's predictable. I think it'll be something... It might be new in terms of taking the Halloween event or taking the Lunar New Year event and like doing a twist on it. Like it doesn't need to be like entirely new content, but it will be a Christmas event that we haven't seen in this form probably before, but I could be wrong. Jumpstone this year? I would love to see Jumpion brought back on April Fool's this year. It's been a while. I don't have one. Potato wedges over French fries? Okay, that is an unbelievably based take. Potato wedge, like good potato wedges, are super, super good. Super, super, super good. Just call them fries. I respect just saying fries. That's based. It was a good question to let me. That was a good question, Giuseppe. Yeah, dude, people forget. Yep, legendary birds were also released in that Johto period. People forget that. I think Zapdos was introduced in 2024, this year, right? The most impactful legendary ever added to PokeMMO was released in January of this year, guys. It's still really, really new. But you think of it as like a super old or like 2023 thing, right? That's exciting, Randall. It'll be a cool first Xmas event. I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah, I do think a lot of what they did last year was like an IOU thing. I could be wrong on that though. Maybe that was just, I don't know. I was very critical. That's why it's very, well, that's kind of why I was so like taken aback when people complained about this year's event. Because I was kind of like, bro, did you see last year's? Like, this event compared to last year's is fucking crazy. Like, that's why I was like so shocked. But I think a lot of people who didn't play last year's and just saw it, yeah, it was crazy to me. But obviously, you know, all opinions are valid. Feel free it's very possible to have played both events and still come out thinking that this year's was worse. But I just personally, I'm totally opposite direction. I mean, for a long time, I think this year's Halloween event became my favorite event ever, like in the history of PokeMMO. I thought the anniversary event was my favorite for a long time, but waffle fries over. I prefer potatoes over, but obviously waffle fries are very, very good. I can respect that. We have heard and seen things Business did working on the dungeon in the background for years now. I think it's, but the thing is that they could make a new dungeon. Like the Xmas event was already what I would call a dungeon with I feel like dungeons that were like talked about back in 2018 were turned into raids. Yeah, I think a lot of veteran play. I think that is something that's really interesting to look at. And I don't want to like draw too large over, like, I think a lot of veteran players were saying that this year's Halloween event was the best ever. And then a lot of new players were saying it was bad. And I think that's something to consider. Now, does that mean anything? Like, no, not really, right? It doesn't really tell us anything exactly, but it could imply something. Could we agree that Canadian bacon should lose it? Dude, I fucking love... I don't know. I love ham so much. I'm down for Canadian bacon to have the prestige of being called bacon. I don't mind. I like ham a lot. I made a big ass ham for Friendsgiving just recently. I'm eating a shit ton of ham, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I've been eating a lot of ham, boys. Yeah, for sure. I get you, Josh. I get you. Shadowcape prices are crazy right now. Someone said in a comment that they dropped to 6 mil. Is that true? I was one of the only people. I hate to say I told you so, but like I was one of the only people I saw in the entire PokeMMO community. I think everybody thought this item would be an insane investment. And I was one of the only people, I think I might have been the only one I saw saying this item would drop in price. And I think it would drop to like 4 mil. That was my prediction. That was based on the quantity available on the GTL and like how many are sit and don't sell. I predicted back when this Vanity was at like 12 mil, back at like towards the beginning of the event, it would eventually drop to 4. We'll have to see. I very well could still be wrong. It could, you know, Vanities like this are crazy. It could double to like 12 or 20 mil within a few days. Like, stuff like this can be crazy, so I could very well still be wrong. And I just want to, you have to like be patient and careful and see what develops and what happens. So many people played the event, yeah. Shizu. I pulled 3 capes, bro. Shizu gambled so much for this cape. Holy shit. I am now. That's a good counter call though, Kenny. And I want to call out like things that I called correctly and wrong, right? Because you never call everything correct in a market. I'm shocked. I am shocked that Flaming Demon Skulls have dropped as much as they have. I did not think that they would drop like this. I kind of thought they'd be similar to the Dragon Mounts, where they actually slowly and like somewhat rose after the events were over. So that's one that I was dead wrong on, for sure. They have been slowly trickling down. Hopefully they spike back up or rebound. We'll have to just wait and see, because I think they are an amazing looking vanity. I feel like I always say this. I like constantly misjudge RP vanities. I don't know why. It is like, If I ever say to invest in the RP vanity, do the opposite. Whenever I give advice on the RP vanity, just do the opposite. Because I actually just have, I always get it wrong every single time. I've never guessed it correctly, I feel like. Like literally ever. That's one that I always get wrong. Like, oh, the cheap ones, like worms and cottontails, bunny tails, Cobons. Like, oh yeah, that I fucking nailed, right? But like, dude, yeah, I always get the RP one wrong. I was like, yeah, I feel like the lucky gold dragons and the red dragons, I feel like they're kind of overrated. I feel like they won't be that good. And then all of a sudden they went up to like 6 mil as soon as the event was over, and up to like 10 mil. Like, yeah, I sold mine for like 13 or whatever mil recently-ish. One of mine. Just always say it will go down, so it always goes up. Yeah, there you go. Reverse psychology. Yep. I love how when new vanities coming out ramps up the prices of existing ones because they look good together. I think it's super something to consider. And like it's same with like Pokemon, right? Like when a new raid comes out, it ups the market of that. Like Primeape is the easiest example, right? Recently, it's like one of the coolest things in any MMO, especially in Pokemon MMO, Pokemon when this happens, right? When Primeape became a prime target for Pokeyen making, and Primeapes got really expensive because it was meta for fighting Darkrai, one of the only like vital spirit, physically attacking fighting type mons that could outspeed. It was really, really cool. That was a really awesome thing to see. A little more mounts in the game, yeah. Me and Josh talked about the idea of like consuming like Arcanines and stuff, like shiny, like for mounts back in like 2014. I feel like me and Josh were like, this was like back before, also like this was back back then all you had was like the PokeMMO bike. You didn't even have any like motorcycle or like dragon mounts or like flaming motorcycles. It was just the bike, right? Maybe the motorcycle as well, I could be wrong, but for like an in-game trade sort of thing, I mean, I don't like hate it, El Troyer, but generally stuff like that's probably just better for like the forums. Like sorry, the forums or you could do my Discord. My Discord has a trading lounge. It's not that I don't mind promotion of like selling certain items or whatever in games. It's more like you'll probably get a better response and like a better, like it's use the right channels, I guess, for it. And I think a better channel would be the trade chat in my Discord. A wonder trade. I would love a wonder trade system in PokeMMO. It's just fun, dude. It's just super fun. Why'd you skip the inflatable turkey for Thanksgiving? They didn't have one at the Dollar Tree. Dude, inflatables are fucking expensive, bro. You could buy these for like $120 at fucking, I don't know, bro, like Home Depot, Lowe's. I don't know where you get them. Like, these should be fucking, I get these for $5 a piece at the Dollar Tree, and they work amazingly, okay? They're absolutely perfect. You don't have to overcomplicate it, you know? I love my Dollar Tree inflatables. Now, they're $5. They're not actually $1. That would be too much of a steal. They are $5 a piece, but that is more than worth it, you know? Sorry, El Troyer. Good luck to you, man. So what do you specifically? Let me see. You're trying to look for, gotcha, female. Yeah, that's like so specific. I respect it. Good luck to you. But that definitely is something, you know, people might not have offhand. Female boxes of Phoebus. Good luck to you, man. Yeah, of course. Imagine, Pat, considering how the large community... Considering the large community that I know in PokeMMO, do you think your words can move the market, for example, for the Shadow Cave? To some extent, absolutely. It would be naive to think that like my words or whatever I say like doesn't affect the market to some extent. I do think that like people who hate me or get mad when stuff like that happens overestimate how much I can affect it. Like sometimes I just make a correct prediction, right? It's always a mixture, right? I always draw the example of like, in the retro video game community, big YouTubers will say like, hey, here's like these underrated gems they're just games that I enjoy. And they'll be like $5 games, right? And then like they get bought up because that video gets 1 million views and the price goes up to like $30 or whatever. And everybody's like, oh, nice market manipulation, dude. And it's like, he's obviously not trying to manipulate the market. He just wanted to make a cute video talking about a game that he enjoyed. Like, it's just like, what do you do? Like, you have to acknowledge that, yes, my words do impact the market, and I do take that very seriously, and that's why I always try to qualify and say all these things. But also, I want to make fun, exciting videos that like cover things and talk about things and share my feelings and opinions, right? So it depends. I feel like some people, you have to factor in which is which, like, and also like how usually stuff, if anything I say that affects the market doesn't last long term. A market evens itself out and corrects itself over time. Information can affect a market, like proper information, right? But if it's just hype, then that's like the forms a bubble, right? For the dumb cringe, like it forms a bubble and then it pops, whatever, right? That's the whole meme. But like most stuff is just like, it's a mixture of information and hype and like what to judge. I definitely acknowledge that, and I definitely like factor that in. And I think it's important to like, how do you know what percentages of what, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's something to keep in mind for sure. But I feel, yeah, the problem is a lot of haters use it as like, like people like, yeah. The only problem comes is when that people who like really hate me use it as a way to attack me, which that sucks. Like every time I make a Pokeyen money making guide, almost all the comments are like, oh, my money making method ruined. Like, thanks, Patrouski. Like, oh, this sucks. Like, now the market's fucked. And it's like, it's really sad that like literally making videos that spread information and is trying to help new players make Pokeyen makes people angry. That to me is really sad. That to me is like, it's really, really sad that instead of being like, oh man, like that's awesome, he put out this guide that's going to help other players use this method. You know, maybe it'll be effective for like a week or two and be not as good money, but people get distracted and things loop around. I always say PokeMMO has what I call like a rubber band economy. I don't know if this is I'm not educated, not like an actual term. But I always say in PokeMMO, what happens is, let's say breeding for Gibbles is really profitable. You can make like 300k Pokeyen per hour breeding Gibbles. Well, then everybody slowly finds out, oh, breeding Gibbles is super profitable. They go and do it. The margin closes. Well, now you make like 200k per hour making Gibbles, right? So it's not nearly as good. Well, then, while everyone's breeding Gibbles, no one's breeding Scythers. So now Scythers go up and become super profitable. And then people see that, and they go over and they do Scythers, and the margin closes there. And they do the same with Magnemites, and they come back to Gibble. Like, it all kind of rubber bands and, like, it rotates. Like, as people move around to different money-making methods, they sort of close the margins. And that's the case with almost any MMO, but PokeMMO is a little less... I don't know if I'd say less stable. It's very stable, but it's more rubber bandy because of specifically, like, having to deal with Pokemon species, right? Yeah, people are just, a lot of people in life right now are just mauled, and they kind of just, what do, you know? Just give it some time. Yeah, I am someone who like very values like the spread of information, and like that is very important to me. I'm sorry, I do acknowledge that sometimes I can like affect people's money making methods like for a week or two, but like it will go back to normal. It will fix. Like, I hate when people, I also just don't like, I don't empathize and I don't respect people who want to make personal gain at the cost of not helping others. I think that's like kind of inhuman behavior. I think it actually like really, really disgusts me. I don't like that at all. It's better for the game overall. I don't care if it's better for you. I want what's best for the game, not for personal. It's like, if yeah, whatever. Oh, what's up, Doom? How you doing, dude? Yeah, zeros, yeah. True, yeah, that's the true Warmando. Usually when I make a money making method, my stuff is still up on the GTL, and like and it becomes less profitable, and I get undercut. Like, usually when I'm making a money making method, I'm cucking myself in the process, but it depends. That's happened a lot where I'll like make a money making, you know, list or whatever, but I list it immediately, or I post a video immediately. I don't give it enough time to facilitate, and then people start undercutting me. That happened with the like leveling, what was it, leveling Meowths during my money making challenge. I hurt myself, right, and got undercut, but that's okay, because I value, once again, I value the spread of information more than my own personal gain, even on a time crunch and even on a money making challenge. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to appease everybody. Exactly. I think I just, I want to help new players and spread information. That's my goal. Anyways, I don't want to we're just glazing. Cringe glaze. Like, I'm on a pretty good pace here. Good-ish. They have kind of, I need to actually focus up a little bit. I feel like I've gotten a little less efficient, so I'm going to focus a little more on shunting. Like I was pretty well for a while, but I think I actually kind of fell off. True. Like, it's only fair that you never give your opinion on any item or Pokemon ever. Then you won't manipulate it. True. Nerd emoji based. So, Magic the Gathering. I actually should go check the mail soon. I was looking for some cards today. I should get some cards. My wife should definitely be getting cards in the mail. Usually, so holiday events, historically, we never know for sure. There is no scheduled date magician, but holiday events in PokeMMO almost always drop on the holiday, right? So Halloween is on October 31st. Christmas is on December 25th. Lunar New Year event is on the event. I just love the way Sandslash looks. That's really like one of my favorite looking shinies and the first shiny I ever got in a traditional Pokemon game. Can I have a kiss? Mwah. There you go. So, yeah, shiny Sandslash is fucking sick. I love the red quills, dude. The older mechanic and the night and day. I honestly, so I played a lot of Magic the Gathering. My only experience with like the werewolf mechanic was playing like Shadows over Innistrad or whatever, Shadows of Innistrad draft and like limited. I don't know if I have enough experience with like the werewolf mechanic, honestly. I've never really cared for it too much. It was very impactful and like limited, like having to not cast spells to get certain flips on certain turns or do certain things was like very, very important in limited. Or having to like cast 2 turns was very, like having to cast 2 spells in a turn is very difficult in limited. That's like an important thing to consider as well. The Christmas event can be anywhere from like December 24th to 26th for sure. This Christmas one might have the most leeway. We want more Minecraft? Dude, I mean, I'm down at some point. That was a really fun stream, the prep stream for the thing, yeah. Dude, I appreciate you saying that, Kenny. I want to say the 63 Moneymaker has been maybe millions. I want to really, really qualify. I'm glad the information could help, but that was all you, dude. Like, information is one thing, but if you have to put in the time and effort, right? And you clearly put in the time and effort. And that's like, that's awesome. That's good on you, man. What formats did you play? So I mostly played during my I played a little bit of everything, but during my most competitive I was a big Legacy fan. I really, really like Legacy and Magic the Gathering. I think it's such an amazing, beautiful, like beautifully complex format that it sucks that it has the financial barrier that it does. Getting into Legacy as a 16-year-old was abhorrently difficult. Like, it was so ridiculous. Thankfully my shop allowed up to like 15 proxies at the time, so I would play like budget decks in Legacy, right, which is tough. But I managed to make it work, and I always loved playing. Played a lot of Stiflenaught back in the day. Now it's actually good, which is crazy because Stiflenaught was not good for so long, and now it's actually in the meta, which is literally unbelievable to me. I love Legacy. I played a little bit of Modern. I was pretty good at Standard back in like Cons to Magic Origins, like BFZ era. I loved that Standard metagame. A lot of Limited. A lot of Magic Origins draft. I've been drafting Foundations a lot and really enjoying it. I've had a couple 6-win drafts or so. I think my average is probably like 5 wins, 4 to 5-ish, but I've also had like a couple like 2 or 3 wins, so gotta clean it up. But I really enjoy, like I honestly didn't enjoy drafting Dustmourne. I don't like sets. The rooms mechanic was fun in Dustmourne, but I don't like sets where you can get like one big bomb and you just lose. I think that is like, and I feel like base sets or core sets like often don't have those insane bombs that just win games. They usually are much more balanced in that regard. I mean, yeah, I don't really have any hot takes when it comes to Magic. I don't love the that was like what I mean when I was away. I took like a 6 year or so, a pretty long break from Magic for a while, and hearing about the Universes Beyond stuff while not playing was one of the most like disappointed I've ever. I was so like, that is so fucking cringe. Like, and I like the only Universes Beyond that I kind of liked, because I love Fallout, so I liked Fallout, but even then it's like I love Fallout and I love Magic the Gathering, and I'm still sitting here like it's kind of cringe, you know. And they do way too many of them, and it's obviously a fucking cash grab, like collaboration. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I was really excited to go back to Lorwyn. I know they like it's delayed that or whatever. What are you gonna do? Yeah, the mythic Eldrazi, Sire of Seven Deaths. Even so, I will say, I actually drafted that card and had like a ramp deck with it. I'm gonna be honest, I actually feel like that card is like answerable decently well in this limited environment. There is so much, like there's the like kill tapped discarded creature for 2 mana, the white card, the instant. There's the bacon to a pie, like that's a great, I love, that's a great card to have in limited. I actually feel like there are enough. Obviously you're taking 7 life off the ward, but I kind of feel like I actually kind of feel like there's enough removal to make it fine, but I could be wrong. And the ramp isn't quite good. You have Llanowar Elves and the other card feels so bad. I tried to do a ramp deck with it and it felt so bad. I feel like the biggest thing in Foundations right now is blue white. Almost in any core set, blue white flyers is always insane, and I feel like it's the case with Foundations. Blue white flyers is just fucking crazy. That might be the most broken archetype. I played against a guy the other day with, I think, maybe the most insane limited deck I've ever seen. This guy managed to build Angel Tribal in fucking draft, and he had like everything. He had like 3 of the common angel. That's a 3 mana 2/3 flyer that also gains you a life when creatures enter, which is insane. He had 2 of the uncommon on the battlefield that whenever another angel enters, you gain a life. And he also had the fucking mythic rare that was when a non-angel creature you control dies, you bring it back to the battlefield with like a +++ counter or 2++ counters, give it flying and make it an angel. Dude, holy, that guy's deck was fucking busted. And I'm pretty sure I beat him by like some really tight play as with blue white flyers. Oh my, I was like, that was like I'm pretty sure that was a 45-minute draft game. Sorry to talk about Magic so much, but that game was, I've been really enjoying drafting Origins. I've tried, dude, Pixelmon. Okay, Pixelmon is so fun. I've never played Cobblemon. Pixelmon is so fun, but there's so much to do that I'm overwhelmed, and I can't really focus on like the Pokemon elements or the Minecraft elements, and I just kind of get like turned around. I think I just really enjoy like vanilla Minecraft. I know like most people only play turbo modded, but I feel like I just really enjoy vanilla Minecraft. Yeah, that guy's draft was insane. That was also game 1 of that draft. Like that, I wasn't even, if I was like 5-0 and ran into that guy, fair enough. But that was game 1 of that draft, which was just crazy. Like that was, what are the odds of that? I would love to try. I have some videos on Pixelmon in the past. For sure, dude. They're like the numbers on how many more Magic players are coming into the game via Universes Beyond is fucking crazy, for sure. Like it's definitely like, I'm kind of a Magic boomer, but I'm also not a Magic boomer who's like, oh yeah, it's just a negative and like, you know, blah blah blah. Like there's just positives and negatives to everything, and if you can't acknowledge that, you're not in good faith. Like you're kind of trolling. I think Minecraft is on and off for everybody. Minecraft might be one of the most seasonal games, kind of like PokeMMO. I love playing Minecraft in the like winter time and like having a hot cocoa. Dude, I might play Minecraft later while I watch the Ravens game. Well, we'll see. Well, I don't know, we'll see, but that sounds so fun. Dude, I play very comfy Minecraft. Everybody who plays hardcore, like fucking, dude, more power to you. I think that's awesome. I think it's so cool. I play keep inventory on. I play on like easy difficulty. If I'm building, I'll switch to peaceful. Bro, I play the comfiest version of Minecraft, okay? I respect those. I just like grinding and like getting resources and doing giant builds. And if you watch my prep stream for the leading into the Halloween event, servers were down, so I just loaded up my Minecraft world. And I showed off my big dig and my like giant like fucking like cobblestone walls that I'm building and like castle shit, and like I just like to do a lot of big dumb builds. I'm also I'm not a good builder by any means. I just like doing big projects. Showed off his big dig. I did. I showed off my big dig. It was fucking, I thought it was pretty big. I thought it was pretty impressive. It took me a long time, Shizu. I also recorded. I need to upload it still on Retro Pat. I literally have it like, the problem is it's not like, I want it to be, I think the maximum upload size, or I got fucked by the, I was gonna upload it all as one video, but it was like 60 hours and YouTube wouldn't take it. They were like, no, it's too big, fuck off. So then I want to split it. I think the maximum hours is like 24, or it might even be 16, I'm not sure. Maximum video length YouTube. Hilariously, like, you can upload up to 12 hours long or 128 gigabytes. 12 hours. So I have to split it up into 12-hour increments, and I want it to be like 12-hour increments, not like, I could upload it the way it is and it's in like 7 parts and it's like, yeah, we were just talking about Cobblemon. I've never played it, Crack. I played Pixelmon but never played Cobblemon yet. Dude, I appreciate it, Shiny Hunter. What's up? Much love to you, man. Have a good night if you're going to sleep. What's the item amount to F3? Lepa berries. There's no really reason to have, they're just for like visual. There's no real reason to have them there. Can't upload it on YouTube. It's too much for YouTube. Showing off your big, my big dig was too much for YouTube. I literally have to split it into like 7 parts. Okay, this maintenance just showed up for my apartment, and my wife had to answer the door while I was yelling about my big dig with the door open. That was really unlucky. I don't talk about Minecraft very often. That was so unlucky. Anyways, back to PokeMMO. Okay. How many encounters do you guys think we're going to? What do you guys think? We're at 7,480. We're at 21 minutes left in this hour test. That was really bad RNG. Does streaming make your shunting? This is a great question. Does streaming make your shunting less daunting? It definitely shakes it up. I definitely encourage people to, like, you should always be multitasking when you're shunting, right? So it's just a mixture. Like, sometimes I think streaming while shunting makes it really interesting and different, and it's talking to you guys, and like it adds a lot of entertainment for like about 3 hours or so. But I'm gonna be honest, after shunting for about 3 hours on stream, I'm like, okay, I kind of just want to like go watch anime and like do something else, like watch a movie or wwhatever, like switch locations. Or I switch it up a lot on stream. You'll see me, like, if you watch my streams every day, I do shiny hunting, I do PvP, I do well, not as much, you know, a little bit, but like money. I do a lot of money making, breeding for profit. You'll see how I always change up activities, because I think like diversity and variation in your gameplay is so important to like having fun long term, right? So that variation could be streaming your shunting. It could be you know, watching anime, watching movies, change the background activity what you do while you shunt, right? Sometimes I'll like play Magic the Gathering, you know, arena, unfortunately, but yeah, while or I'll like goldfish a deck or something while shiny hunting. I mean, during Shiny Wars, I would play Commander with my wife, and shiny hunt at the same time. Like during her turns, I would just like shunt. Put that in the YouTube title. Wait, no. What part? Huh? I showed my... No, I'm not. That'd be crazy. Crazy clickbait, Shizu. Commando? Just so dumb. My back... Okay, more Mando. God damn. Why did I read? Why did I even start to read that? What? I should just not read any more Mando message out loud before reviewing it. Dude, yeah, that's dude. I think also like the longer, this is definitely super true. I appreciate you. This is very wholesome from you, Josh. I hated shunting beforehand, but now I love it because I started doing it while watching Pat streams, and now I'm hooked. There's a funny argument of like You could argue it's like almost Stockholm syndrome, but I think you start the more you do shunting, the more you start to enjoy it. The more you start to like, it becomes a repetitive, consistent thing you can do. It's a background activity while you do other things. It feels efficient. You're making progress, and then you get those big, hype, exciting moments after like long periods of kind of dull, like sprees of like hard work and effort and time and just patience. Like I always tell people, if you're sitting there like looking at every single encounter, like seeing if there's a shiny, it's kind of like waiting for school to end by staring at the clock, right? It's gonna make time feel way slower. But if you like talk to a friend in class, it's gonna make it go by way quicker. So you want to just kind of shut in the background for the most part, in my opinion, and just hope it happens, right? And just sort of do something else. Do work, play a different game, watch a TV show, movie, anime, etc. It's